Separation from your twin flame is a lie. That's right, it's a lie. And the only reason that we experience separation from our twin flame and from all of our good is because we keep telling ourselves that we're separate from our twin flame and from all of the good that we deserve in our life. And what do I mean by that? Well, it's law of attraction. Like if you've watched Abraham Hicks, Eckhart Tolle, The Secret, we attract what is within us. We attract what we believe. And so if you keep telling yourself, if that thought keeps saying, I'm separate from my twin flame, I'm separate from my twin flame, I'm in separation. I mean, you can see this like all over the twin flame communities. I'm in separation from my twin flame, or me and my twin flame just went into separation 2 weeks ago. But you didn't. You didn't go into separation 2 weeks ago, and you've never been separate from your twin flame. I'm not separate from my twin flame, and I never have been. And it's this idea that we're separate that keeps us in a state of separation. It's kind of like the same thing with money. If you keep telling yourself that you don't have enough money, you don't have enough money, well, we're going to keep experiencing not having enough money, because that is what we're vibrationally continuously putting out into the universe. And well, the universe has to honor and respect what it is that we put out into it. And it doesn't mean that like you can just, okay, well, let me just start saying I'm abundant. Well, yeah, you can do that. That's great. But we, just like I'm not separate from my twin flame. I'm in union. Yes, but you got to go deeper there, because these thoughts are a result of a feeling, a result of a misalignment within the consciousness. And so you have to identify where those thoughts of separation are stemming from, and you have to resolve it within you, because ultimately you're believing that you're separate from yourself, because your twin flame is you. And if you believe that your twin flame is separate from you, well, then it's because you believe that you're separate from yourself. And you may say, okay, well, what does that mean to be separate from myself? Well, a great example is, let's say that, you had a childhood trauma, something very deeply seated that was very life altering for you. And an example could be abuse of some sort, emotional, physical, mental abuse. And you might have like shut yourself down in that space. Well, that child within you that is still there, he or she is still stuck in that moment, in that hurt, in that upset. And you might be here today watching this video as an adult, or maybe a young adult, older adult, wherever you're at in your life and your journey. And you might instantly say, okay, yeah, I resonate with that. There was actually an experience that I had as a child, and I am still hurt there. Well, that part of you is separate from you right now, because they're not in love. You are love. You are a divine creation. You are an embodiment of unconditional love. And so any part of you that's not experiencing unconditional love is separate and believes in separation, believes in hurt and pain and suffering. And that is what, your twin flame is going to mirror back to you. And they're going to mirror that back to you so that you can consciously become aware of that part of you that is experiencing separation from self. Another example would be abandonment. This was a huge thing that I healed prior to coming into harmonious union on my journey, was a massive fear of abandonment. I kept my twin flame at a distance because I was afraid, like, well, if we come into harmonious union, like, you could abandon me. But when I applied the mirror exercise to that, it was me abandoning myself. And I did a lot of that throughout my life, related to childhood traumas, shutting down my self-expression, not being my authentic self, or just any places of hurt that I experienced. I would shut that part of me out. And so I was experiencing separation in that space, and I had to go and love that part of me, unconditionally love that part of me, and blend that part of me in with who I am today. And so as I did that, that heals that separation. And that separation was causing a belief in my mind that I can be abandoned. I can be abandoned. I'm not going to be loved. I'm not going to be loved. And so I constantly, it was like a thought pattern constantly in my mind. And going back to the beginning of the video, so if you're telling yourself that you're separate from your twin flame, you can let that go now. You're not. In truth, at your core, you were created with your twin flame, and you're in your perfect state of union right now in your core, but there's a lot of crap on top of that core that's been loaded down with like hurts and beliefs, misbeliefs. And so you got to weed through all of that to get back to that core. And this is a process. You can't just, you got to work the process. It's an evolving into, it's not just like an overnight thing. You've got to gently and compassionately love yourself back into your divine state of being, which is your perfect oneness with your twin flame. But the way that you can start doing that now is letting go of the idea that you're separate from them. Yeah, they may be over there, they might be running from you, you might be experiencing chasing them, but that's just an experience that you're having in your union as a result of this separation. It's not really what's happening at your core. At your core, you're very much in love and connected with one another, and you're very much in your divine romance. But like I said, with the crap on top of that, that's what's energetically being mirrored back to you. So let go of this belief that you're separate from your twin flame, because you're absolutely not. And you're not separate from your money, you're not separate from your abundance. And this is another thing. People hold back on claiming support on their twin flame journey because they believe that they don't have enough money, right? But that's not true either. That's a belief that you're telling yourself as well, because when you truly choose to show up for yourself in your union and receive support, money's instantly there. I have the everything package through Twin Flames Universe, and when I chose and claimed my harmonious union, the money was just there. And I've already, it's paid off. It was an investment that I made, and I continue to learn and grow from it today. But that's it was nothing. Honestly, what I've manifested in my life compared to the price of what I invested into for myself and my harmonious union is it's invaluable. It should be billions and millions of dollars, because it gives you the key to your heaven on earth with your twin flame. So it's priceless. But anyways, as I'm saying, you have everything that you need to move forward on your journey. So let go of separation. Let go of the idea that you don't have enough of whatever that is: love, money, wealth, abundance, joy, happiness, because that's not true. You do have all of that. You just have to quit telling yourself that you don't. And remember, like I said, it's a process. It's a working your way into. You might feel well, Breann, I very much feel like I don't have, and I am in separation. Well, yeah, it's an experience though. It's not your true state of being. It's just an experience that you're moving through. And so love yourself back into your divine state, and know that your twin flame loves you deeply. And anything that's happening in your union right now is just something that you both are healing through. And there's deeper love and peace just on the other side of that healing. Keep moving forward. Things do get better. They do improve. Claim your support. Don't do it alone. You are loved, and you deserve to be supported. And that support is readily available to you the instant that you claim it. So let go of separation and choose and claim your harmonious twin flame union. And I will see you in the next video.